Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here, and I sort of wonder what's going to happen with the Sudan area and other places. So we're going to see the French primarily. There are some now British units here, and of course the Belgians are still in this. Okay, attrition losses, not great. Okay, Belgian morale falls due to the loss of Antwerp. Good. French forces bombard. Okay. Yeah, they're cut off. Oh, there they all showed up there. They had to come from somewhere. Well, that unit's sure taking a pounding. And those cavalry look like they've seen their last days. Or maybe we can push through, but that one infantry is down to one. Oh, there goes a corps down. That's a fairly deep penetration. Right. Yes, we've lost 2 divisions. Okay. Where do we want to put this? Here in Belgium, maybe? I don't know how easy it's going to be to get through here. They've just insta-moved a bunch of forces down here, which is not nice. This still looks like it could be a good possible push there, but I think all those forces that showed up down here came from up here. So I think we're going to see about pushing up here. Let's drop him there. Okay, reconnaissance bombers. I believe that that's what these are. Yeah, maybe on our... Well, they already have some air there. It's gonna be something of a push for me, I think. So that may be a bad mistake. Let's just save. No, we don't want to quit. We want to save. Okay. We lost 1 corps completely. they've lost a core. Now they pushed deep into here, which was actually, this was a stupid move. I know they were trying to get the core, and that in and of itself is a worthy attack, but it cost them a core, and they didn't do it. Two cores down. Three cores down. I don't know that it's a good idea to attack there. That should probably fall back. Well, I can't imagine them not being there, so let's find someone that's sort of back here a little way. Move up so that we know that well, okay, they're going to attack. And these guys are going to swap out with them and attack again. These guys are going to come to here and attack. I should have used these guys, but I wasn't smart enough to do that. Okay, they can come down here, I guess, and attack. Yes, kill them. No. Think just down here like that. I think that'll keep the same thing from happening again. They can move in here, but not too deep. On the attritional front, we're doing okay, I would say. Yeah, they just showed up this turn. Are they entrenched? No, these guys should be though, I think. Well, they can't even, wow. They don't have supply to, I can't retreat back. I guess they are doomed. Now here, these guys aren't doomed. Okay, again, remove units. Okay, I guess we're gonna need, because if that was all very bad last turn. Oh, they're just, what's up with the supply situation? Is it really that bad in here? They can't resupply, they can't resupply. Got railways. I don't understand that. That's just killing us. Okay, well. Okay, good. Quite the results I wanted, but we need to press. We have limited. Okay, well, they can reinforce just one. Maybe they'll do a little better too. I just so want to go charging across the map, but we need to be smart about this. But we don't have the time either. And fall back. These guys can fall back to here to hold there. And they're gonna dig in. Yeah, about like that, I guess. I know I'm making sounds like the monster of Frankenstein's monster, but was painful. These guys, how much can we reinforce them? Okay, to max. That sounds good. They get to go to max, well, as max as we can go with them. Yeah, yeah, that's a little worrying, but I don't know that there's anything they can really get into cut off at this time. And they are pushed too far out to reinforce. What is that? 4 core, 5 core. Down this turn. Okay, they're just going to get killed if they stay there, I think. So we're going to fall back to here. Yes, I need to use my air better. Well, we're definitely winning in the you know, victory and loss category. I don't know that we're winning strategically in the sense of getting any of our strategic goals in the time allotted. Oh. Okay, hopefully they go away. Yeah. Now, should I be, I don't know, is that bashing my head against the wall here by trying to push there, or is that doing some good? Well, do we have that much that we can purchase? Well, that will get into here in time, but oh, because we had this division destroyed, so it'll be cheaper to purchase one. I mean, a core, yeah, division destroyed. Let's get another detachment, just so that we can use them to keep having things like them jumping in when they get here by having a few more detachments available. Yeah, they couldn't move. Oh, maybe they could have. Oh, yeah, they're lost. Yeah, we knew they were going to be lost. Them, I may have been able to move them out. That may have been a mistake for me not to try that. Yeah, at least they retreated back. That was good. Ouch. One core down. We probably can't reinforce course, effectively. Those guys couldn't. Yeah, you're bombarding, lowering the morale. You're lowering the morale. Yeah. Okay, well. This area is awfully thin, so yes, our detachments are showing up. Like I say, will help there. All right, well. Let's think about some of this carefully here. I know, strange to hear from me, thinking about things carefully. They can't even, okay, well they can retreat to theirs. Well, yay. Oh, come on, redraw that properly. There we go. Okay, so that fort, well, right now with a 1 strength here and a 4 strength, we can get to that. We couldn't have taken it this turn, that's for sure. Here, I think it's a dig in situation. So, well, looks like the most effective initial attack probably was. Shattered, very nice. Okay, you're gonna dig in. You're gonna come in. Yeah, the problem is I'm digging in. Just the digging in is the problem. No, I don't know. Some up in this sort of part of Belgium, if I'm not mistaken, they were able to hold just a little corner of it. Pushed in much further and definitely got stopped well before Paris, but it was... trying to see names that I remember from battles here. Amiens, I don't know. Not so much. Cambrai, sort of Lille, I think. Around here. Oh, go away. What do I get? Hate programs that want to sell themselves on me. Okay. Are these guys in range? yes. I should have done that first. Well, yeah, take that, but don't mean to be all gloomy on you. I'm just... And no, this isn't something that, oh, hey, yeah, I should just be able to win because, hey, I'm able to win war games, you know. Okay, well, they retreated back to there and they're going to push up and get that. Okay. Just because you have a war game doesn't mean that it is supposed to be quote-unquote winnable or a scenario like this. Well, let's swap these guys out. Okay, they can't entrench here, which, oh damn, they're dead. Yep, gamers just made one too many mistakes here. Oh, do you like when I talk about myself in the third person? I guess I could say I have, yeah. Oh. Very good. Now these guys can be reinforced too. Yes, the max. Not just... This way I can come here and shut you down. Shut them all down for a nice attack. Next turn. These last two moves were a mistake. I should have focused on him. Don't know that it would have brought me victory or anything like that. Maybe we can swap these out now. Yeah. Oh no, they can't attack. Not enough action points. Okay, well. Okay, the few of you who've made it this far into the episode, what should I do? What should I do? I'm probably not going to, well, start again, because I don't know that anything's going to change, because I'm not that brilliant. I very rapidly made it around here and pushed deep into here. I'm not going to swear I couldn't have gotten through Liège a little faster and Namur a little bit faster, but I was pushing pretty damn deep, pretty damn hard. It was the ability for the AI to put French forces into Belgium on the railways that stymied me, and I don't think they should have been able to do that. I'm not a big enough expert on World War I to say whether they should or shouldn't have. I just don't think they should have. And there's a difference between, you know. Let me save this before I start making too many more foolish moves. Okay. So should I continue? I don't know what, what the purpose of continuing is, because I can achieve the World War I thing of, I think, of attriting more of their divisions than it's attriting of mine. But I forget. I don't know. Is there a good way to see here? The goal is either to take these. No, these forts. Paris was sort of the ultimate, or take a couple, two or three these other cities fairly deep in France, and they've used strategic mobility for sure to like insta. That's another thing on this problem is each turn is a day, so you make a turn every other day in essence. So you have the German day, the French day, the German day, the French day, each day. Okay, so they're insta piling, what was it, 4 more divisions down here. Where do they come from? Well, somewhere on the rail links, of course. And now maybe the devs play this and go, well, hey, yeah, look at we took Paris, no problem. You're just a fool. I don't know. I'd love to hear if any of you made more significant advances. When we're looking at supply, I'm not saying in any way the supply through the Ardennes here is wrong, that it should be crippling out. What I am sort of a little bit wondering is why is it so bad in here? Now here I understand because I don't have railways for the cavalry division, but up here, why is this a 2? Now here I get this is cut off. I get that. And they were able to do it again, insta move units, because we know they can't move. You can't take a train. You just can't take a train from up here or over here or over in here and come out here a day later. And you go, oh, but Gamer, I live in Europe. I've taken that kind of train. You go, no, you can't, because you have to figure, okay, let's just presume a day, 3 days, whatever it is, before you're going to insta move the division around. 3 or 4 days, you figured out, okay, 3 or 4 days, they're going to make a breakthrough down here. So we're going to have all the trains. Let's just say that the trains were, because we know that there were a lot of cavalry divisions and some other divisions that have disappeared from here. Especially when I turned the front up here. And, okay, we're going to have them all show up here. They all show up there. Okay, so that they're there at the beginning of the day. Now, can you imagine how many railway cars does it take to move a division? A division. Let's just go with 10,000 men for a division. I don't know what French divisions were in World War One, but divisions can vary considerably. But let's just say 10,000 divisions. How many people per railway car? 20 rows of seats. And you got to remember, yeah, the troop trains in there are a mixture probably of box cars and passenger cars. But let's just go with passenger cars. 20 rows of seats, maybe four people per row. You know, two people sitting per side with an aisle down the middle. And yeah, you could have people standing in the middle of it, but probably not in carry. Oh, where's all their food going to come from, people? You got to think of that. Okay, so you've got to load all of these. So, okay, so let's see. 4 times 2 is 8. 80 people per train car. Gamer doesn't do math well, as you can see here. 10 would be 800. So 100 railway cars would get you 8,000 men, let's say. Okay. Yeah, I'm falling apart on the math here, and I'm just not thinking clearly enough to do it all. But you're going to take a huge number of railway cars, and yeah, they can be some box cars. But now, when you're moving one of these divisions, I was just thinking of the people. But like I said, where are you going to get their food? Okay. You can't just have guys without a day's worth of food. You got to feed them minimum once a day, probably 3 times a day to really keep them going, because soldiering is hard work. You need to feed them. And so you've got to have the whole system set up, moving people, getting them on, and then now the guy's getting on board the train. Okay. They're not going to wake up in the morning ready to go. They've got to, like, where were they that night? Oh, they were all night long mustering, you know, at the railway to get on the trains. Well, if they're getting into box cars, and they're not at a train station that has a level entry point, they're going to climb on those box cars fairly slowly, and they're going to have backpacks and all of that other junk, and their artillery. And where is their ammunition going? Their boxes and boxes of ammunition, and just for their rifles, and all of that equipage, getting them loaded on. Okay, so then you get them all loaded on. And then they take the train ride down to wherever. And then they got to get off the train. Now because they're soldiers, you don't have to have everybody getting on and off the train at a train station. They can just be somewhere along the line, especially if they're rail cars. You can just walk off the cars and just march away. Like I said, like the flat cars, yes, you can put troops on the outside on flat cars and have drive them around, but that's a bit wind beaten. You're probably going to put a lot more stores, equipment. You got to unload all that stuff. Okay, so you can now picture it's going to be days from when you decide, hey, I want to move X division from here down to here. We've got to get all the trains over to here, get them to, okay, then say, so they've got to show up the day before, got to be there. You got to load them. It's probably going to take, because getting them on, it's probably going to take a day or more to load the Division. Okay, yeah, they're not modern trains, so they're not going super fast. You get down here. Let's be generous and give them a day of actual on the train. And yes, they do. They definitely lower the morale level when you appear off the train here. Some of these, maybe it's the ones we hit hard. I don't know. Because he's up to 91 because he's been there for a while and he's in the fortress. Because this isn't drawing it right. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, and there's some of that getting ready and be able to attack. So it's going to take days to move them. Now, as you see, and I didn't complain when I had a unit that I had to stick on the map, didn't get to move that day, and the next day then I got to move them along my controlled railway network. Yeah, okay. That's fine. But that's a few units. They're just manifesting themselves wherever very fast, and it wasn't just 1 or 2 units, it's a lot. So should I continue this or not? I'm not going to start over this. I'm not going to start over. Just not enough of you watching, unfortunately. So let me hear your thoughts about continuing, what good we can continue out of this. Love to hear your stories if you've played the scenario and what you think of it. I mean, I really would. Maybe I'm just missing something. Because I really, with my forced marches, really got in here very fast. I thought that was doing well. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you haven't already, please post questions, comments, and all of that. See you next time.